So I can't use this water right now because there's something in it that causes my skin to suddenly start to burn. Oh, it's all greasy now. This water it feels like there's oil in it. This has been going on all afternoon. I mean, I've had to keep the water running almost continuously because there's something being leached into the water to this tap that isn't happening in the tap from the bathroom down the hall. I've actually been down the hall several times today, including once when the Inspectional Services Department showed up at 3 p.m. to do a temperature check in this unit due to the fact that there hasn't been any heat in this unit for over a month now. That is a verifiable fact. Like once a week, I have to file a complaint with the Inspectional Services Department because the Greenville group is choosing to refuse to provide any functioning heat in this unit. So there's never any heat. The only time that there is actually heat in this unit is when it's like 70 degrees outside, and then the heat in this unit is up to 95 degrees. Otherwise, when it's like 32 outside and it's below the freezing line, the Greenville group shuts the heat off to this unit. So today it was 53 degrees. I have screenshots of the temperatures in the Boston area taken at around 2 o'clock this afternoon. It was verifiably 53 degrees. And when the inspector came in here, she found that the temperature in the unit was 70 degrees, but that there was no heat in the pipes. So what she said was the temperature in this unit is going to go down when the temperatures outside go down because there's no heat in the pipes. And she actually did a very thorough job of checking the baseboard pipes, asked me to move the bed all the way back from the entire set of baseboard pipes. And she said there's no heat in the pipes, but I can't issue a citation because the heat in this unit is 70 degrees. That is 2 degrees higher than the cutoff for a code violation citation. And she said to call back when the temperature in the unit goes below 68 degrees, which is exactly what I'm going to do. In the meantime, the water to this tap has some kind of an additive that is intermittently oily, thick and slimy, or then causes skin burns when you put your hands under it for just a couple of minutes. I can't use that water for drinking. As you can see, I'm trying to wash some washcloths, rinse off some water bottles, and the water has some kind of very hazardous additive that causes immediate skin burning as soon as you put your hands under it. And that's when the water is cold. The burning has nothing to do with the temperature of the water. Right now, it's actually cool because I'm not using the hot water. I'm using mostly the cold water. So for the retards out there who watch my channel and have no idea how the world functions, the hot feeling when I put my hands under here has nothing to do with the temperature of the water. It is due to some type of chemical additive that is being leached into the tap to this unit. As I have been reporting for over 6 years now, there is something or someone that is deliberately causing interference with the delivery and the safety of the water to this tap that does not happen when I go down the hall to the common bathroom on the same floor with the same set of pipes pumping water to that bathroom. The water to that bathroom is always perfectly safe. It doesn't stink even when I'm the one rinsing myself under it. So the stink is not coming from me, as all these pathetic retards who hate stalk my channel keep claiming. They're like, oh, you're the one who stinks. No, because when I go down the hall carrying my body with me and rinse myself off under the shower to the common bathroom, that water never stinks. The stinking smell only comes out of the water to the taps to this unit because that is something that the Greenville group is deliberately doing. They are run by a Russian conglomerate. Not that I have any issues with Russian people, but I have issues with the Greenville group, who is run by the Koritnik family and by Mr. Oleg Alexeyev, Russian. They like to do things a little bit shady, a little bit sketchy. They don't quite follow the rules. If they have tenants who they don't like, they deliberately engage in all kinds of unlawful harassment of that tenant. And oh my God. Yeah, so right now as I am standing here shouting into this phone, Jasmine Irizarry, the Greenville group's paid sponsored psychopath, who has bragged in writing on social media on multiple occasions that she is getting sponsored. No, she said she's getting paid to take care of problems in this unit. She has once again started using her directed energy device that she herself has admitted to using in writing on social media multiple times. And she is blasting me right now with that directed energy device. And that is a threat to public safety, because if a directed energy device is being used to harass and assault me based on what I am doing in the privacy of this unit, or based on what I am saying in the privacy of my living space, then it can also happen to you, dear watcher. Whatever happens to me, whatever I keep reporting is happening to me. Whatever I keep reporting people are telling me they are doing to me can also happen to you. I actually called the Greenville group at 11 o'clock this morning to report that while I was lying on my bed, snoozing throughout the morning, Jasmine Irizarry had been electronically assaulting me almost continuously with her directed energy device that she and a couple of other people in this building complex have bragged to the use of. Another person who has bragged about the use of this directed energy device is a BLM activist named Christopher Thomas. He corrected me when I said it's a directed energy device and claimed it was a directed energy weapon. And he said it's a weapon, not a device. And it's, blah, blah, blah. I'd have to go back and read his comment. So he admitted to knowing about the use of this directed energy weapon. Who cares? It's the same effect. So the way that you know that you're getting blasted by a directed energy device, it's not science fiction, just Google it, look it up on YouTube, retards, is that 1 minute you're feeling perfectly fine, you're engaging in all kinds of physical activities. I've been sweeping, cleaning, organizing. I had an inspector in here this afternoon. I've been taking out recycling, doing some light hand washing here. And all of a sudden you get blasted in the head by something that feels like your head is about to explode. Your eyeballs start popping out. Your ears are literally, you get the searing pain in your ears, and you feel like you're in an airplane that is going up and down at, 1,000 miles an hour. Then that feeling is a burning feeling. It goes through your entire body, and you literally feel like you're being squeezed and lit on fire. That's what a directed energy assault feels like. And I've been dealing with this all day in spite of an email to the Greenville group and a voicemail. They refuse to address the fact that their sponsored paid career criminal, Jasmine Irizarry, is resuming the use of a directed energy device to electronically assault me based on what she can evidently hear or see me doing in the privacy of this living space. And that has been corroborated by multiple comments made to me. Oh my God. She always aims it at my head. This is causing some really intense head cracking pain right now. That wasn't here like 30 seconds ago. Yeah, and this water, there's something wrong with this water. It is intensely slimy. There's some oil in it, so when I rinse off my washcloths, everything is slimy and oily and greasy and isn't clean. So I'm just going to keep it running. I mean, this is the Greenville group's own fault. They're the ones who told me that Jasmine Irizarry, their sponsored psychopath, is a talented hacker who can get into anything. That was her sponsor, Oleg Eliseyev, the property manager, who has bragged repeatedly about Jasmine Irizarry's criminal abilities, and he has mentioned that she has connections to MIT. So, when you're dealing with a psychopath who has some kind of connection to MIT, who is a clinically diagnosed psychopath, I would know. I worked with members of her clinical team at the Shattuck Hospital back in 2006 when I was doing my PhD program internship at the Shattuck Hospital. And Jasmine Irizarry was a verifiable inmate at the Shattuck Hospital being treated for being a psychopath. Then Oleg Eliseyev, the property manager, brags that she is able to take care of anything, that she's a talented hacker who can get into anything. And multiple staffers at the Greenville group have referred to her as their, quote, surveillance expert. And all the pieces of the puzzle start coming together. It's also interesting that when I called the E13 station earlier today to report that I was being electronically assaulted by Jasmine Irizarry, who has made multiple comments on social media in writing, bragging about the fact that she is assaulting me with a directed energy weapon, the responding officer immediately said, "Oh my God, is this happening now? We can send officers." And then she said, "Oh, are you working on with a detective on this issue, by the way?" And I said, "Yes, I've mentioned it several times to a couple of the detectives at the station." And she transferred me, and the detective I spoke to didn't even know what a directed energy weapon was. Wow, do we have a problem here, folks? If the Boston Police Department doesn't know that directed energy weapons exist, and they are out there commonly being reported on by CBS News, 60 Minutes, and multiple YouTubers, then we have a problem. The Boston Police Department is completely incompetent and pathetically ignorant of anything that isn't a gun or a knife. Guns and knives have been in use since the Middle Ages, and apparently the Boston Police Department has not advanced in their knowledge of weaponry past anything that was invented beyond the Middle Ages. Well, that's embarrassing. Maybe that needs to be reported. right? To the government, to the Boston Police Commissioner, that their own detectives don't even know that directed energy devices exist and are actually being used in the area, because that is a massive threat to public health and safety. If one person who is a private citizen, who isn't a famous person and, potentially being targeted by crazy fans or whatever, is being targeted with directed energy weapons, then anybody else can also be the victim of that type of attack. And that is a serious threat to public safety in the city of Boston. And the Boston police don't even know it's possible. But then there's multiple videos and news reports and CBS documentaries about the use of directed energy weapons. So either they're lying about the fact that they don't seem to know that directed energy weapons are being used in the Boston area and that they actually even exist, or they have something to do with the use of these directed energy weapons, and they don't want the public to know that they know. I'm going to scratch my head a little bit about that one. And while I'm even saying this right now, my head is getting literally cracked open by this directed energy weapon that has been used on me throughout the afternoon today. And again, I am perfectly fine otherwise. As soon as it stops, I can do whatever the heck I keep doing anyway, minus the eyeball popping, ear splitting, sudden attack. It's not a headache, because headaches don't suddenly slam you in the head from one moment to the next while you're in the process of walking around and getting stuff done. I'm also cleaning my bathroom. The bathroom is quite clean. And that seems to be a problem for the psychopath who has mentioned in writing that she is attacking me with a directed energy assault. Clearly, she's very proud of her criminal abilities and activities.